Hey there, magical book lovers. Imagine a regular guy, buried in paperwork, suddenly being sent to check out a super-secret orphanage filled with extraordinary and maybe a bit dangerous kids on a mysterious island. Sounds like a wild adventure, right? Well, get ready to discover The House in the Cerulean Sea by TJ Klune. In this video, we're spilling the beans on a world where the everyday meets magic, where love is a superpower, and where family is found in the most unexpected places. So, stick around as we unravel the awesomeness of this book that's not just about wizards and stuff, but also about feelings, friendships, and finding your own kind of awesome. Trust me, you don't want to miss this magical roller coaster. If you haven't already subscribed to our channel, take a moment now before you dive into the video. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel and give the video a thumbs up. So, without further ado, let's get started. We have divided this book into 7 chapters to make it easy for you guys. Chapter 1, The Routine Disrupted. Imagine a guy named Linus Baker, who has a job that's a bit boring. Every day, he shuffles papers at the department in charge of magical youth. But then, one day, something unexpected happens. Linus is handed a special assignment, and it's not the usual desk stuff. He's sent to a faraway island to check out a place called the Marsyas Orphanage. Here's a sneak peek from the book. It was an ordinary day in Linus Baker's life, which is to say, it was a day filled with monotony, the kind of day that Linus excelled at. Now, Linus isn't used to excitement. He likes his routine and his predictability. But this mission is different. It's like being chosen for a secret quest. Linus is leaving his ordinary world behind, and he's about to step into a world filled with magic, mystery, and maybe a bit of chaos. Little does he know that this journey is about to shake up his life in ways he never expected. Chapter 2, The Enigmatic Arthur Parnassus. So, Linus has arrived at the Marsyas Orphanage, and things are about to get interesting. He meets Arthur Parnassus, the person in charge of the place. Now, Arthur isn't your typical caretaker. He's a bit mysterious, and Linus can't quite figure him out. Arthur is not what Linus expected. He's got this aura of mystery around him, and he seems to know more than he's letting on. Linus is used to following rules and doing things by the book, but Arthur is anything but ordinary. There's something captivating about him that makes Linus curious. As Linus spends more time with Arthur, he realizes there's more to this man than meets the eye. Arthur has a way of doing things that's a little out of the ordinary, and Linus is starting to wonder if maybe there's more to the magic of the orphanage than just the kids. This chapter is where Linus begins to see that his adventure is not going to be your typical inspection. It's going to be full of surprises, especially with Arthur Parnassus leading the way. Chapter 3, The Children of Marsyas. Okay, so Linus is settling into the Marsyas Orphanage, and now it's time to meet the stars of the show, the magical kids. There are 6 of them: Lucy, Talia, Theodore, Chauncey, Sal, and Fee. The children, as they were often called, sat at the kitchen table. They looked up when Linus entered, their expressions ranging from curiosity to wariness. Each of these kids has something special about them. Lucy can move things with her mind. Talia can transform into a bird. Theodore is a blob of darkness. Chauncey can set things on fire. Sal can turn into a tree. And Fee can hear thoughts. Yep, you read that right. These kids are seriously magical. Now, these aren't your typical magical kids. Society sees them as different, maybe even a bit dangerous. But as Linus gets to know them, he realizes there's more to their stories than what people assume. They're just kids, after all, with their own quirks and dreams. Chapter 4, Unconventional Methods. All right, buckle up because things are about to get interesting. Arthur has some seriously unconventional methods when it comes to taking care of the magical kids. Arthur treats these magical kids with a level of care and respect that's, well, a bit magical itself. Instead of trying to control them, he understands them. He doesn't see them as ticking time bombs of magic, but as kids with unique talents that deserve love and acceptance. Linus is witnessing a whole new way of approaching magic and its impact on these children. It challenges everything he thought he knew about how to handle magical abilities. This chapter is where you start to see that maybe there's more to being a caretaker than just following rules. Chapter 5. Confronting bias is like a turning point in the story. This is where Linus, the main character, starts to question his own ideas and judgments. Imagine if you thought something was a certain way, and then suddenly, you see it in a completely different light. Linus has to deal with biases. Biases are like when you judge something or someone without really knowing the whole story. It's like having an opinion about a book just by looking at its cover without reading it. So, Linus is on this magical island, and he realizes that the magical kids there are not what he expected. People in the outside world think these kids are dangerous just because they have special powers. But Linus starts to see that these kids are just like any other kids. They want love, understanding, and acceptance. The cool thing is that it's not just about Linus changing his mind. It's about all of us thinking about our own judgments and biases. Chapter 6. Secrets Unveiled. The story takes an exciting turn. It's like opening a treasure chest full of surprises and uncovering hidden gems. Linus, the main character, starts to reveal secrets about the magical world on the island. It's like peeling back the layers of a mystery, discovering new and enchanting things about the magical kids and the place they call home. Think of it as solving a thrilling puzzle. With each revelation, the story becomes more intriguing, and you can feel the excitement building up. Chapter 7. Transformation and Resolution. Everything comes together in a really satisfying way. Imagine watching a caterpillar turn into a butterfly. Well, in this chapter, the characters go through a similar kind of transformation. They grow, change, and become something even more beautiful than before. There's a feeling of resolution, like when you finish a good book and everything feels just right. The characters face challenges and you get to see how it all gets resolved. It's a bit like reaching the end of a fantastic adventure and feeling a sense of fulfillment. The story ties up loose ends and gives you that warm, fuzzy feeling you get when everything ends just the way it should. Friends, now is the moment to share the most valuable insight you've gained from this book and plan to wholeheartedly integrate into your life. Please feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. Stay tuned for more enriching videos.